Yeah. Hey. Welcome to the network. Squad, what's poppin'? Y'all know what it is. It's your boy Blaze Hunter, Ninth Wonder. Welcome to the Dope Bar. And we got Lil MC in the building. What's poppin' with you? What's poppin'?
I'm feeling blessed and highly favored and flavored. Happy to be here.
Ooh, I like that. Blessed and highly favored and flavored. Ooh, that's dope. Well, speaking of being blessed and highly favored and flavored, I'm about to dive into some of this flavor right here. You feel me? We at the Dope Bar. Y'all know we like to drink it up. This is that Carolinas. You feel me? Y'all logo don't stay on too long unless you're paying me. You feel me? But, you know, this that peanut butter flavor. The thing is like a peanut butter cream. It's like a vodka. It's crazy. It's crazy good. And I'm about to indulge. You know what I'm saying? So toast to you. You feel me? You just had an amazing release. And I just want to dive into how's life been? How's been the reaction to the release on October 1st?
Oh, yeah. No, it's been amazing. I mean, I've been going crazy hard for the past 6 months in just every aspect of my life, artists, education work, throwing events. And so I'm just kind of taking the next 2 months to just be an actual human. And I'm calling it going into chill inspo mode. You know what I'm saying?
I love it.
I think as artists, we work so hard on the entrepreneurial side. We got to get our music out there.
Facts.
And now I'm just kind of sitting back and just watching, kind of letting it do the work for me, letting the people on my team work it, and really just sit there and be like a musician and just start working on the next big thing.
Come on. So it's called. I'll make sure I say it right. It's Flex Machina.
Yeah, that's good. Flex Machina. You know.
Yeah, so
if you know the movie, you know. Do you know the movie Ex Machina?
I don't know the movie. Put me on game.
Okay. So I'm a huge sci-fi nerd. That's where I get a lot of my inspiration. So it's a science fiction movie, and it's all about this guy that created consciousness through an artificial intelligent droid, so to speak. And so he was trying to see if he could create something that was so human-like that it would pass the test, and you wouldn't be able to tell the difference that it was a human or a droid. It's really relevant today with all the AI craziness we go.
Facts.
So I just did a little spin on that Flex Machina. You know, I had to do my flex rap on the album.
Let's get it. Did it meet the expectations that you expected for it just in this first 10 days?
Yeah, I mean, I think that I've gotten a lot of positive feedback. I've gotten a lot of opportunities to perform. I actually just got off stage with Coast Contra and D12 this past Saturday. So
let's go.
Yeah, it's been really fire. You know, I'm still waiting to see what happens. But for me, what matters most is that people that didn't know I could rap listened to that and was like, oh, wow, she really about this life. And then my fans also felt like, you know, this is a Lil MC that, you know, we still connected with from the mixtape era. So I feel really good about it.
That's what's up. So, like your style, where did you adopt the style that you know, was it just something that naturally came to you, or do you have pieces that you took, studied, learned? Talk about it.
Yeah, of course. Everyone's a little bit of both, right? We're just sponges absorbing information, refiltering it through our own experience. So it's like, I've been a creative since I was born. And I'm not one of those people that was born into like a hip hop culture community type of space. I wasn't born into a family that was musicians. It was just in me. I've been writing songs, playing instruments since I was 5 years old. I was forcing everyone around me to watch the songs and the plays I was writing. But I really started connecting with hip hop culture when I was in high school. I went through a bunch of really traumatic experiences, and it was just the best way for me to just kind of process everything that I'd been through and just kind of like connect with memories that I had repressed for so long, and it just really started coming out through the music. And I just really found community in hip hop, and my biggest influences had vastly different experiences than me, but the emotion was still there. Like Tupac is one of my biggest influences, you know, like I didn't grow up to the Black Panthers, obviously, nothing like that, but he was angry, he was enraged, he was hurt, he was all of the diversity of his experience. Like I just felt like, okay, this is a space where I can kind of tell my story and my pain and my anger, my triumph, all that stuff. So yeah, I mean, it's an amalgam of my own experiences and then my inspirations for sure.
Yeah. I I guess part of now with everything in this social media wave of how independence is, like, what is your favorite part about the fact that you don't have to really rely on a label no more, and you kind of have to get it yourself? Like, before you answer, like, I hear some people like they don't like it because now it's more work on the artist. You can't just be a creative. Now you have to be an influencer and you have to do that extra step. But then there are some people who love that, who love that part about it. So from what I see, I only can go by from what I see watching you on social media. You look like you're having a whole lot of fun. It could be one of those, all right, we're getting ready to hit action. You're going to have to, could you smile, please? All right. Lil MC, can you smile? All right. Action. So do you actually enjoy it? And if you do, what's your favorite part about the experience?
Yeah, I mean, you had a really dense question. I love it. I mean, first to answer the first question, yeah, you have to wear many hats as a creative. Like, this market that we're in is too saturated with music. People became bedroom rappers from the SoundCloud era. So now anyone with a microphone, which is essentially their phone, can make music and put it out there. So it's really difficult because you really got to stand out in a sea of just mediocrity.
Yes.
But I think that the cream still rises to the top. And aside from just being a musician, like, you're selling your lifestyle, you're selling a brand. And so what I've always tried to do is just create a world that hopefully I could bring people into and then inspire them to go out into this world that we share together and create their own world and their own realities. And so I really want to make it like a palpable experience where it's not just like passively listening to music. I don't make elevator music. I don't make passive music. It's like something you touch, feel, taste, and it takes you there. But I mean, it's stressful. It's all stressful, right? Like, we didn't take a conventional route. We didn't work a 9 to 5. There's no blueprint for this in spite of Jay-Z's albums, right? It's called the blueprint. There's nothing. So it's really about like relying on yourself and building a team of people that you trust, going through trials and tribulations, and just kind of like taking those experiences and learning from them. It's stressful all the time, but at the same time, I can't imagine living my life any other way than this.
Man, I know that's right. I felt all of that in my freaking soul. I would not trade it. It's crazy if knowing I've been blessed in my career to be doing this for a long time. And I started in 2003 when I very first started. Even though I know I don't look it, but I'm 39. I'm going on 40 next year. Jesus Christ. But anyways,
that on.
At all, black don't crack. Hey, feel me? But anyways, so when I started in 03, like literally within that first year, I opened up for Nelly at the Sunfest in South Florida. Then the next week, opened up for Wyclef and Trick Daddy and Trina and Fat Joe. I was just thrown into a lot of those different opportunities. So early on, yeah. Oh, the flex is real. I've been on it and just been blessed to be in a lot of those places quickly. Now, it came with a bunch of being screwed the hell over because being young, naive, not knowing better, I dealt with a lot of that stuff before I really got good. So there's a lot of things that I've seen and experienced that can make, I would say, someone, a lesser man, quit, not want to do this no more. But like you said, there's nothing else like it. Like when you hit the stage, when you know that you can create a piece of work that takes whoever that listener is away from their problems, their stress, their drama for that 3 minutes and however many seconds that song is, or if it's a 10-minute set, you feel me? Like their problems are done and they could be in that bliss that you create. There's no feeling like it.
You know, it's so interesting. I was literally just thinking about this today when I was meditating about society's infatuation with escapism. Because I do feel like what it is like music is actually doing the opposite of escaping. They're escaping from the escapism. It's like super meta, right? Music actually makes you present in what is actually happening. And we're so used to being distracted that it feels like it's the escape. You know, like if you're a stoner and you smoke so much, being sober is like being high. That's kind of what it seems like to me.
Wow, that's crazy. I never even looked at it that way. This week, I feel like I've been educated so much. Interview before you was like his approach is to, you know how you think outside of the box, but then you think out of another box. So it's like you're outside of this box, but then outside of that box. I was like, and then this.
I love it.
The month of being, it's crazy. I want to check something out, you know what I'm saying? Because I don't feel like people understand just how serious, you know what I'm saying, the vibes are. You know what I'm saying? Just how serious the vibes are. So y'all check this out real quick, man. Just so y'all can see how serious these vibes are right quick. Stop playing with me.
A little Favela funk in the building. Vamos a hablar español, ¿estás listo? Hey. Yo sí traigo la lluvia cuando diluvia. Trae tu paraguas cuando vengas al estudio. No tengas miedo, que veo claro. En el agua turbia como yo me quiero. Es rap con papeles de cantar, soy rapera. Soy muy fiel con sonido de primera. Y ponga con goma, todas palabras cargadas como y solamente goma la mira. A las mujeres siempre arriba de todas maneras. ¿Qué pasa? Las tomas la raya y no te sabes que onda, no me las onda. Como un micrófono y tiro la pongo como pum, 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 pum. Dale ya, no, pum, pum, pum. No me jodas, estoy como para decidirlo la yum, yum, yum. No explico pa' que tú quieras una loca. Sueños conmigo, ya tú sabes.
Yo, come on, man. just describe the pure the pure viciousness of the vibe. It's like the poise. I love it. You know, there's those people that are like, yeah, I'm gonna kill you. You're not scared, but then there's those people's like, yeah, I'm gonna freaking kill you. You have you have that type of energy. Is like the poise. Like I gotta show one more time. Just look at the poise right here. As it ramp up. Here you go. Watch the ramp up. Normally people would be, okay, nope, it wasn't none of that. You kept the poise. You feel me? To me, that's so much more.
I need dancers to do all that, you know, in the back, because I'm just... Nah, for real though. I learned that for battle rapping because that's where I came up.
Yeah.
And I would battle rap, and all the dudes would be so aggressive to me. They would get in my face and like, ah, and then I would just come back like really calm, like, word.
That's true. That's the ones you need to be afraid of, boy. Them the ones you need to be afraid of right there. The silent ones.
I'm saying.
So
quiet weapons for silent wars.
I know that's right. So what? So as far as overall music, because I'm not privy and heard a bit catalog at all. So you know, from what I hear, it's been, you know, the Latin bars. You know what I'm saying? Do you have any English music out too? So do it.
No. I would say it's like mostly English, but
yeah.
I like to do bilingual. So that's like my only song on the album that's 100% Spanish. The rest I have like it mixes. You know, I'll do like I'll do Spanglish. I'll go from English to Spanish in the same verse.
Yeah.
I want to do more songs that are all completely in Spanish, to be honest, because I've been hearing everyone just tells me like, "Yo, you need to do more songs like this." But man, I can't help it. I really like writing bars in English.
I feel you. I am in love with bars. You know what I'm saying? I am. And what's crazy is my barber, aka another artist that I engineer for, his name is Louvel. He is finally releasing a full-on Latin project. Now, normally he only does English hip hop, and every once in a while maybe a little Spanglish here and there. And he was just this whole time was like, I want to do Spanish, but I can't find an engineer. I'm like, what are you talking about? I'm your freaking engineer. I mean, but it's Spanish music. So? That's the same thing. I just ain't going to understand what the hell you said. That's all.
You're just going to need help when you make the clean version. So you make sure you catch all those.
You feel me? You know what I'm saying? So fortunately for me, outside of the only word that would get bleeped out from his thing is nigga. That's it. So I'm like, all right, good.
There you
so,
go.
You feel me?
Same
But
in English and Spanish.
Exactly. So yeah, but it's
engineer the same thing. They're like, I'm gonna need you to tell me the timestamps what I need to bleep out. I was like, I got you.
So as far as that market, the Latin market, I'm seeing with him when he was doing his English music, his fan base is on a it was crazy. So once he started releasing the Spanish stuff, the English crowd will be like, oh yeah, fire, whatever. They don't know what the hell going on. So he's seeing that, damn, I really need to grow a Latin audience. So as far as your audience, do you have a mixture of both? Is it you have the good English audience and you have to grow the Spanish audience? Like, where are you at with that?
No, I mean, I'm from the Bay Area, so everyone speaks a little Spanish out here, even if they don't. They pretend to. And then I got a big fan base in LA. In fact, a lot of the people that I work with, a lot of the rappers, unbeknownst to many, the big underground rap scene is like very heavy with Latinos and Spanish speakers. So a lot of the big up and coming underground rappers from down there, like Coyote, oh my God, Coyote for Hire, Vel, Reverie, Gavlin, like there's all these really dope rappers on the underground scene. They're all Spanish speakers. I lived in Spain too for like 4 months. So I actually cultivated like a really big following out there. So I actually feel like the Spanish following is way easier to tap into than the English following, just because it's part of my community reality and everything since inception,
That's dope. That's dope. Before we continue, ladies and gentlemen, y'all know bills got to be paid. So we're going to get into these commercials real quick. But y'all know what it is. Blaze Hunter. We got Lil MC. This the freaking dope bar, baby. Let's get into it.
Look, the sun's out, but it's dark out. All these cats want to bark now. Talking about they got 100 rounds going to chalk you down when you walk around. But I walk around in any part of town. Gun me down, I come back around. Spirit fell, I'm going to hunt you down. Can't crack my crown and never touch the ground. Putting out the pound, they want to talk it out. Y'all rap niggas sound basic. I ride around in any part of town with my windows down so the bass hits. Let's face it, y'all fake it till y'all make it. I take it and break it, replace the energy. The enemy can't shake it. I can take off in a spaceship and avoid all of this drama. That he say, she say BS, rather focus on the commas. I come from where we stand in front of judges with no honor and manana.
Yes, sir. Welcome back to the dope bar. It's your boy Blaze Hunter. We got Lil MC. Shout out to the Modern brand, you feel me? And also shout out to Doobie Club, you know what I'm saying? Y'all need them exclusive hoodies, you know what I'm saying? Holla at the squad. All right, we're freaking back. All right, so I want to talk about, so it says that, I've been doing my due diligence, you feel me? Looking at different, interviews and things of that nature. So, you're one of the elite 2% of women music producers, you know what I'm saying? So how do you balance the creative process between, rapping, singing, and producing?
Yeah, I get that question a lot, but I think like when you're really immersed in the song, there's not really a balance because you're really looking at it from all angles. Like for me, I started producing out of necessity because what I wanted to really convey through my songs was not translating over from other producers. You know what I'm saying? It's like if you ever watch Timberland describe his beat making process, he don't use any of the like music theory vernacular. He just beatbox everything, and that's how he communicates to people how he wants the song to sound. And so I didn't have the beatboxing skill set, so I just took it upon myself to learn and then pull from all my different inspiration pools, which is like, I'm inspired by metal, by punk, by Kurt Cobain, by like Alanis Morissette, also hip hop, right? So it's like a different kind of sound that isn't popular. But for me, whenever I start a song, it's a whole process. So I start with the music, but even before I start with the music, I start with like, what emotion do I want people to feel? Before I figure out what that is, I'm like, okay, where do I want people to hear this? Where are they going to vibe with it? Is it going to be in a club, in the car, in a video, watching a movie? So it's like such a full sensory experience that like, it's not really a balance. It's like all working in tandem together. The singing, the melody, the lyrics, and the music production.
Yeah, I relate completely. Obviously, you make beats. Y'all need beats. Holla at your boy. You feel me?
Hey.
Mix and master. Do a lot. And yeah, that same exact thing. Well, before, even though I learned to produce and I was kind of doing my own crazy things, like, I'm a big fan of professional wrestling. So as a kid,
that's cool.
You know what I'm saying? As a kid, me, friends in the neighborhood, my brothers, we used to always wrestle. So I used to have one of those boom boxes that had the double tape side or whatever. So we wanted to do like the music interested. So I would beatbox, then I'll let the beatbox play and then record the melody in my mouth, and then flip it out. That's how I was producing, and
I
didn't
love that.
realize I was grooming myself to be able to do this musically, you know. So yeah, once I got to the place to where I'm in the studio finally and I'm dealing with other producers, I'm like, y'all not really getting what I need right now. So I feel you 1,000,000%.
What do you produce on?
Man, I use Pro Tools. I use Pro Tools itself, and the reason I do it through Pro Tools is because, again, when trying to use those other, like I use FL Studio before, use Reason, use a lot of these different ones, but it's like those are meant to make beats. So in a sense, you're kind of limited to some of the things that you can do with Pro Tools. Like once I figure out whatever the tempo is, like of my track, I can bring things in, and now I have 100,000,000% control of how I want that sound to be or it to translate, versus I have to be on a certain grid when it comes to being in FL Studio or Reason. Like if I want to do something like the beats going for 8 bars, but then I want like a 1 bar like separation for whatever reason, for some build up, I'm free to do that with Pro Tools. So I feel like with Pro Tools I had such a freedom with producing. So that's what I use, and the beats come out fire, obviously, because again, once I'm done in FL or anywhere else, I have to move the stems to Pro Tools anyways to mix them.
Right.
So one less step. So
So you basically can use some of the mixing effects that you might use on vocals
exactly.
in the production. That's really cool. I've never thought. Yeah, you probably are the type you produce in session mode.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, I don't. I have to I'm so weird. I have to get everything sounding exactly right before I even throw it in the arrangement. But it's so interesting. I love learning from other producers and seeing what they're.
Yeah, it's crazy because it just works that way for me, because like I already have this thing to where when I engineer, I already have kind of things set in somewhat of a basic template already, because a lot of people I know just going to different studio sessions, like if I go to feature with somebody where I'm not engineering, they just got me in there doing the feature. I noticed that a lot of engineers and a lot of studios like to record people completely dry. Like, so as they're recording, they can hear everything sound so unmixed. And I'm like, I feel like the artist will deliver better if while they're recording, they can hear things sound at least semi-mixed. You know what I'm saying? Like a simple, slight EQ on point. It won't be perfect, but at least if you play it back, it is at least somewhat pleasant to the ear to listen back to. So I get, when I'm engineering people, their vibes, their energy is so much better because they're kind of hearing where it's coming from a lot. I feel like you don't get as good of results when they're listening back to it and you're playing, all right, play the track back, and it's all out of whack. It's like, yeah, I'm in the city and I'm coming through. You know it. It's like you can't get jiggy to this shit.
That's true. That's true. I know, and I think today people are so they need it to sound good so quickly. I don't know. For me, it was I could always see the vision of where it's going to go. So even if it sounds really raw, I'm like, all right, this is just a jumping off point. But I know a lot of artists, I work with kids a lot, and they get discouraged if it don't sound good, right off.
Exactly. I've dealt with that.
It's trash.
I dealt with that way too many times. And I'm like you. I can do the thing to where I got a vision of it. It don't matter what it is. It can sound crazy. I know what the end goal is, so I'm there. But like you said, I deal with so many people that get discouraged and don't deliver when they're, especially with singers. And I work with singers, and they hear the harmony sounding all out of whack, and they're like, oh, that sounds bad. I'm like, no, trust me, they blend good. So then I gotta, let me mix it a little bit real quick. Oh, okay, exactly. So then I'm like, okay, let's kill that immediately. Let me have a nice preset beforehand. Problem solved. You know what I'm saying?
I hear you.
Exactly. I love, it's very rare where I get to converse with a female producer and engineer that's so cool that that you do that? Like, how did you learn? Like, what was it like? Was it YouTube University? Did you go to a school, or did you just mess with it until it worked out? Like, what was your learning process to produce?
I suck at YouTube University. I get frustrated by YouTube University all the time. I have to find mentors. So I was so blessed to have many mentors that I just be like, yo, show me what to do. Because I'm not one of those, I'm not Neo from the Matrix, I can't lock myself in and just go down rabbit holes. I like to be like with someone in the room, pushing buttons, watching them, and then it really like sinks in for me, and I just, over the years, have just been in studio sessions with so many different producers that I just take that and then I teach, and teaching helps me learn. They'll ask me how to do stuff, and I legit will not know, and I'll figure it out on the spot, and I'll be like, ta-da.
You're my spirit animal. I'm telling you, I'm the exact same way. What's crazy is I always encourage people, you can learn a lot of this from YouTube. Learn this from YouTube. I can't do it. I can't do it either. I was blessed from early on, not only performing at all kind of crazy places. I was in a group early on. It was called Trilogy. I was the rapper. We had a singer and a reggae artist. They were much older than me. I'm 16, 17. One's 25. The other one was like 23. So they paid for everything. So every studio session, I'm watching the engineer, watching him. Oh, you did that? Okay. My ex-girlfriend used to be obsessed with this local boy band that was out at the time. And to me, they were completely trash. If any of y'all watching this, I'm so sorry, but there's
I
trash.
want to know who they are. Who are they?
They were called Voices, Voyces. And ooh. I was just like, what the hell is this? But the fan base was stupid. I'm talking about went to one of their concerts. One of the guys that got off the bus, I thought I was at like an NSYNC concert. I'm like, what the hell is? I'm like, okay, these dudes must be fire, and they threw one of the dudes, like they waved, threw a piece of gum in the trash. No lie. They tackled the dumpster, fought over who was going to get the damn piece of gum. It was that serious. We get to showtime. I was completely amazed of how horrible it was, and they were going crazy. Not that they couldn't sing; it was just the songwriting was just the dance. Oh my god! So I was like, you know what? Let me write for them. I did like one of their songs. They had like an open dance break, so I rapped in it and then sent it to them, and they loved it. And I'm like, yeah, I would love to. I'm a songwriter. Because I can save y'all. Their fan base is amazing. Let me give y'all some fire. We can make so happen. And the trade-off with, recording with them, I got to use their studio completely for free. So while I'm writing for them, it wasn't y'all don't pay me, just let me get access to the stew. So I was just always in the studio, so I just honed the skills. And it was crazy, but it was all self-taught. Anytime I got into a session with any big name producer, like I did this record studio session with the Corner Boys, they had this young artist that they were pushing, and they didn't want to pay top notch prices, so people would go to an engineer that isn't like signed to no major label, because they know that they can spend $1,000, and I'm like, bet, let's do it. You know what I'm saying?
No, that's amazing though. You just learn from when you had the opportunity, because knowledge is everything.
Come on.
Or you could just be like getting messed up in the studio and not paying attention, or you could learn it, and now you have your own income stream from it.
And it was like the best example I can give to what it was like. If you ever seen the movie Drumline with Nick Cannon, it was just like that. He can drum out of his mind, and dude was like, all right, read the sheet music, and he had no idea what to do. I'm in the studio session with the Corner Boys, and they're like, all right, so we're gonna need the EQ band and that delay to do da 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 da. So what? Bro, we gonna need you to do whatever they was asking me to do. And he's like, bro, because it gotta sound. I said, oh, you need, and I went and did it. He's like, yeah. I'm like, you know what that shit called? I just do it.
That's like Timbaland. I swear to God, his masterclass is freaking hilarious, because he just has these like two European producer masterminds with him, and he don't know any of the terminology for nothing. He just like, give me a little, and they're like, oh, like this? Like,
exactly. That's how it worked. So yeah, just exactly the same. That to me, that's just the best way to freaking work. All right, let me switch gears real quick. So, you have a track called OMG. Now, with this, and you know, of course, there was a lot of unapologetic lyrics in this track. What was, if there was any, what was the backlash like for some of the realness that you brought to this track?
I don't get any backlash. I don't think. I think people are. Hey, I know we come from different spaces. I'm from like the most hyper woke place in the entire world, so
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't get no backlash for being critical of patriarchy, white supremacy, nothing like that. So it was okay, you know.
Yeah,
I think
they be giving me the business.
Yeah,
I take the smoke.
I'm sure. You know, it's like, so you have to take the smoke. You know, you got to take it. But it's like, I also just think at the end of the day, people that I'm performing in front of, I'm going to leave you disturbed and aroused. Those are the two things you're going to feel. You're not going to be satiated, or you're going to be like, that was inappropriate, but I liked it. So
yeah.
I haven't really gotten backlash for that, because that's what my brand is. So I started in battle rap, saying the most ridiculous shit to grown dudes twice my size. Like, there's no part of me that says like good going church girl, you know? So I think I'm cool.
Yeah. Battle rap is just another level. Look at him in the face. Don't try to think of a funny line. It's like, it was like, slit you in the throat, blood and water everywhere. I kick your son in the chest and throw your daughter down the stairs. I'm like, oh my God. Why you want to throw that daughter down the stairs? It's like, these dudes
like
is vicious.
Hilarious to me. I know, it's aggressive. I always went for more of like emasculating, you know, I was just emasculating.
Yeah, but did you hear about that story that in Atlanta where there was a girl, she battle rapped, she was in a battle rap. It literally is probably 2019 maybe, 2019 right. I know it was right before the pandemic. Battle rap completely slaughtered these dudes. The embarrassment to the top notch. They waited for her as she left, beat her up, raped her, set her on fire, but she survived. And yeah, crazy. And of course, all of them are locked up. They're done forever. But it was like hearing things like that. Like, to me, I didn't even think of like how people's egos would be affected. I would think that because battle rap is so crazy, and sometimes you feel like you I'm like, I am the ish, and then somebody come and slaughter you, especially a female slaughters you. Now you're really demasculated. It's like, it's a crazy genre to be in. So the question I was going to ask, even though I'm sure you never went through nothing like that, but was there anything even somewhat crazy, serious, people coming out of pocket because you slaughtered them and snipped them, lyrically?
No, for sure. I mean, first of all, if you're part of a real battle rap community, there is a certain temperament and respect that you have for your opponent. If you are a real battle rapper, that should never happen. Just like people that are grounded in the real culture of hip hop and know its roots and its legacies. Like, hip hop started as a way to, solve disputes peacefully, aside of killing each other. Yeah. And so if you from outside that culture and you're just looking for something to boost your ego, then that's for sure things are going to get out of hand like that, especially in a culture that's rooted in misogyny. Most music is, but hip hop is too, Yeah. So, I mean, I definitely made the mistake of, people would know I was a battle rapper, and I used to be I'm Cali sober now, so I'm like much more level headed, but I'd be outside and people would be like, outside bars and stuff, like, let's battle rap right now. And one time I made the mistake, I was lit. I was like, let's go. I battle rap, destroyed this dude, and then I ended up getting jumped like really, really bad. So
damn.
It wasn't anything as bad as that, but it's just what happens if you're not like with any of the rap battle scenes that I've been to in the Bay Area,
Yeah.
it's always been a safe space. So I just want to like advocate for the Bay. And a lot of my close friends, in fact, that's why I stopped battle rapping, because a lot of the people that I was ended up battling were like people I love. And I was just like, I can't even be mean to you, even on like a artistic level. I'll compliment battle you. But yeah, that's what happens when you get people that are not part of the culture, you know? You get culture vultures and they do crazy stuff.
They definitely need to have disclaimers in battle rap. Do not try this at home because people's egos can't take it. I'm such a fan, and I watch a lot of it, and I'm like, oh my God, did you have to do them like that? Did you have to say that? It's like, and they take craziness that they'll like. Of course, I know there's a lot of research done. Your dad is terminal. All right, they go to some of these places, and I'm like, ugh, but then right after it, they're good. I was like, whoa.
Well, it's like the Drake and Kendrick beef really kind of took things to that deep, dark level, you know, where it's like nobody and nothing is safe anymore. So for me, I had to get out of the battle scene. It's what I needed to get the respect from people, because people just were like not even taking me seriously. They're like, who's this little girl? Like,
exactly.
But once I created my own lane for myself, I just want to make art. Like, I'm too angry inside for me to do battle rap and it be cathartic anymore. Now it's just going to get ugly. So I'm just sticking to the art.
I love it. I mean, if you done a whole lot, you know, that the queens of the underground, you know, NBA 2K, you feel me? Like, what is the next thing off the checklist of something you haven't done yet that you would like to accomplish?
Man, I have so many goals, but I will say this. I'm writing for my next project. Is going to be the album is going to be the soundtrack to a movie. So I'm in the process of writing a movie script. So my goal is to really start taking the music to cinema.
Yeah. Look, that's super dope. I'll say definitely stay in contact. Well, we link together forever now, so it's a wrap. We're stuck. So I'm literally in a TV series that's dropping next year called Renegades, and I got gifted to be able to be in charge of the soundtrack when we get to it. So definitely, I'm gonna hit you up.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah. Get it on the soundtrack. Yeah. The show is freaking dope. Matter of fact, let me go ahead and show off the show real quick. Here's a little clip. You know what I'm saying? A little clipsy. And that right there is not even like an official trailer. It was just clips of literally like the first 2 days of shooting, and I was just dumb hyped and excited, and I was like, chop up.
Yo, in the murderer ransom note lettering for Renegade, you know?
Come on.
Hard.
I literally went and got a bunch of letters. I literally did the paper things. I like all from scratch. It took me about an hour and a half to knock it out, but it was worth it.
See how dedicated serial killers used to be? Now everything's all
hey, look.
They had to go get like magazines.
The dedication was real. Hey, look, you was gonna die with that type of. That's next level dedication, bro. There was no talking to
lazy.
I'm not stopping. What do you mean change my mind? I know how long it took me to clip that note.
It's like through the process they probably heal themselves, like, oh, this art is actually really doing something for me. Maybe I'll just stick with this ransom note.
Yo, that's funny. All right. Well, is there first off, what's next for you? What's the next outside of the script, like musically, what is next for you?
I mean, I'm gonna be chilling, like I said, and then I'm gonna actually be doing a lot of traveling. I'm gonna be heading to Dubai at the top of December.
Let's go.
Mexico, Panama, Greece in February. So I'm trying to just lock in some cool show dates, travel, live my life, get inspired. But I'm telling you, I cannot press this enough. I am in chill inspo mode for 2 months.
I feel you.
I can't let myself, because I will never rest until I die. I think hustle culture is like really toxic for us. We feel like we got to hustle all the time.
Hey, look, I used to be team no sleep, not no more.
Right?
Team no sleep, my facts. Team take a nap. You feel
right?
me?
Team turn off your phone and don't call me about stuff. Like
team airplane mode is real. You don't understand.
Do not disturb.
All right. So any last messages or anything you want to leave to the audience?
Just stream my album. Go run it up. Flex Machina. It's been on there for everyone. English, Spanish, Bay Area, West Coast, Favela Funk, Jersey Club, Boom Bap, Trap. I produced 30% of it. It's got artists from all over the country on it. Even one of my students who I've been mentoring for the past 4 years got on there.
Let's go.
It's a vibe. Like I'm telling you, it's different. So check it out.
That's dope.
You can't spell it either. Just find me, Lil MC. I know the spelling of Flex Machina could be like.
Yeah. Well, hell, Lil MC is hard too. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you're not how I had to be like, I'm not finna bother Tori. I'm finna just. All right. Hey, look, I've been trying for like 30 minutes. Can you just send me the link, please?
I know. It's because my initials, MC. My name is Megan Correa. So I was born an MC. Double R's, yeah. If I don't roll it, they think I'm Korean. People. I got to do all these disclaimers. And it's L-I-L, not L-U-L. I'm not from that generation.
Thank God. I own a radio station. Shout out to Blaze It Up Radio. I get freaking EPKs and press kits all the time, and I done heard Lil everything. L-U-L, Lil Red, Lil Gotti, Lil Baking Soda, Lil. It's insane.
No, I feel you, because it's like I know we gotta wrap it up, but the origin story of my name is that like I'm a legitimately little MC. I'm 5 foot tall. And so I just was like, this is really who I am. Y'all are out here trying to chase something that you're not. But then also, like, I kind of straddle the kind of like the era of the MC lights, right? When everyone had MC in front of their name. Exactly. But also the era of the Lils, like right when Lil Wayne was coming out. Exactly. Lil Wayne and Lil Kim are like my biggest influences. So this is before Lil Baby and all that.
Exactly.
So yeah, that's kind of. But hey, I got alter egos too. Cyberpunky Brewster, Hip Hop Harley Quinn, Megalodonna. You know.
Let's go.
You have some alter egos.
I love it. Yep. Blaze Hunter, Ninth Wonder, Bar Simpson. You know what I'm saying? I got mine. The Wordsmith.
I like that.
The bars are serious. Now the bars are serious.
Okay, I gotta hear some music.
I got you. We connected. We connected now.
Let's do it.
Ladies and gentlemen, y'all know what it is. You're saying that's Lil MC. It's your boy Blaze Hunter, Ninth Wonder. This has been another episode of Welcome to the Dope Bar. We freaking out this beast. What's up, squad? It's your boy Blaze Hunter, Ninth Wonder. I appreciate you guys for always supporting the content. Make sure y'all like, subscribe, and y'all get active in that comment section, baby. You feel me? And if you guys want more content like this, you hit that notification bell so every time I go live, whether it's another episode of Welcome to the Dope Bar, whether it's the I Feel Good morning show, whether it's, I'm gonna talk about it, y'all get the exclusive. So I appreciate y'all, man. It's your boy Blaze Hunter, Ninth Wonder. We out.